Okay, eyes are up here. I know some of us are probably still working on our scaling. Let's figure out what I did mine by. So I scaled mine, and you guys can tell by the green check mark, it is scaled. Who can tell me what the scale factor is and how you figured it out?
7.
How did you figure that out?
Because each number gets multiplied by 7.
So what? How did you tell though? Like what number did you look at first?
2 and 14.
Okay. Anybody see a different way or found a different way that they figured it out? Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this you guys need to have your notes out for because this is not part of the book. We're going to teach you guys different vocab. When you look and you see a 1 in a ratio, or in this case, scaling up, that 1 is going to tell you exactly what's happening as quickly as possible. It's called a unit ratio or a unit rate. It's one of the two. Okay, so go ahead and write unit. In this case, it's a unit ratio. Group 5, are we paying attention? We're writing this down. Unit ratio. Group 5. Unit ratio. You guys are writing this down. A unit ratio tells you the easiest way that it changes because remember, it's 1. If 1 is being multiplied by something, whatever the answer is or the other changes is what it got multiplied by, right? You guys don't have to put this in my words. You guys can put this in your own words. So for 1 to become 7, ladies and gentlemen, we multiply by
7.
So the unit ratio is the quickest way to see what it changed or what the scale factor is. Unit ratio is going to tell you what that scale factor is immediately. So good catch. And then you can check. 4 times 7 is 28. 6 times 7 is 42. 2 times 7 is 14. But you also knew it was scaled already because it told you down here that it was already scaled. Okay? So I did change mine by a scale factor of 7. Groups 7 and group 5, we need to stop. All right, with your group, Anushka made a small robot, then she tried to make a copy of that robot. Her robot's right here. This is the original robot. This is the copy. Is this scaled? Is it not scaled? We'll go ahead and do that first. With your group, discuss. Some people got it down real quick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is it scaled? Okay, now what I want you guys to do is with your group, discuss why it's not scaled, and I'm going to call on a group to explain. Go. Okay, so you guys are saying it's not scaled. You can raise your hand and tell me why.
Because 3 was multiplied by 3 to get 9.
Okay.
So that means 1, the antenna should be 3, and 2 should be 12.
Okay, so I'm writing down not equal to 3, not equal to 12, because if 3 becomes 9, it should be multiplied by 3, right? And then these all should be scaled up by 3, which they're not. There's one thing that's a dead giveaway about why it's not scaled. Who can tell me the one thing that gives it away? Not the angles. There's one specific thing. Nope.
The antenna.
The antenna. Ladies and gentlemen, get your pencils ready because this is going to be a good one. If and when we scale a shape, if one of the sides stays the same, it did not get scaled at all. Remember, when we scale, everything what, ladies and gentlemen? Everything changes. For the antenna to stay the same, automatically negates that this is not scaled. Automatically not scaled. So none of the sides can, so again, put it in your own words. When we scale a shape up or down, every side, ladies and gentlemen, changes. If a side stays the same when I scale up or down, it's not scaled. So that antenna completely ruined everything. So that antenna tells us this is not scaled at all. You guys can even look further. Like, remind me your name, Silas? So like Silas said, from 3 to 9 should have been multiplied by 3. So the new antenna should have been 3, which it's not. And the bottom, from 4 to 16, 4 should have been 12 down here instead of 16. So what did the top get scaled by, ladies and gentlemen? From 3 to 9, it got scaled by 3. And then the bottom, from 4 to 16, it got scaled by 4. And then from 1 to 1, it got scaled by 1. or it didn't get scaled, right? So this whole shape is not scaled. So you're going to explain in your notebook why it's not scaled, and then also make sure you're putting in your notes that whole if one side doesn't change from one scaled shape to another, that it's a dead giveaway that it did not get scaled, because every side needs to change. We're going to skip this robot just for sake of time. With this one, here's your challenge. Are these two shapes scaled? If they are, how do you know they're scaled? And if they're not, how do you know they're not? Before we begin, how can I tell? Can 10 become 15? What 10 times what becomes 15? Can I multiply 8 by something to become 12? 6 by something to become 9? How can I figure out what the scale factor is? Yes.
Dividing each number.
Okay, give me an example.
15 divided by 10.
Okay, and you're going to do it for all of them to see if they're all equal, right? So you got one way to figure it out. With your group, figure this out. If it is a scaled copy, explain what the scale factor is. If it's not, explain why. 2, 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is this scaled or not? What is the scale by, ladies and gentlemen?
1.5.
So again, you guys could have done 15 divided by 10. Realize it's 1.5. 12 divided by 8 was also 1.5. 9 divided by 6 was also 1.5. Hopefully in your notebook you guys wrote that it's scaled and how you figured out how it was scaled. To end the lesson, this is the last one, and then I'm going to end the recording. You guys have two figures. They are scaled. Ignore it right now. We're going to go overtime for a little bit. You guys are going to tell me what the two missing sides are. Is there one of these that gives away really quickly what the scale factor is? Look. Take a look at it. The 15 and 5, so what's our scale factor? More specific, we are multiplying by 3. So, remember, this did say it's a scaled copy. You guys can double check, see if 2.5 times 3 is 7.5. And then you guys are going to multiply the other two to figure out what the missing sides are. This one, in your computer, before you leave today. So, type up what the missing sides are before you leave. And then remember, tomorrow is a work period. That's the end of the lesson. So I'm going to stop the recording.